Should you charge an hourly rate or a flat fee? Hey, what's up guys? I'm Frankie Finn, and for those of you guys who don't know me already, I'm the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box. Since about 2007, I've built up 3 different agencies, 200 plus clients, and I've helped hundreds of agency owners to live the whole laptop agency beach lifestyle. You can see my kids' bike and my chickens are on escape. That is what free range really means. And we're going to actually talk about something deeper than the question. This was asked by Ahmed in our group, but there's actually 4 ways to price yourself, and I'll talk about when to use each, and I actually still use all 4, so I know you're probably looking for like this is the one right way to do it, but it actually depends on the person and the situation and what your goals in it are. So let's get into when to do it. All right, the 4 ways to price yourself. So Ahmed mentioned 2 of those, and there's probably more than 4, by the way. There's at least 4 that I know of. Way number 1, you charge for an hour of your time. You say, this is an hour of my time, this is what I charge for. I'll tell you when I do this, when the time is actually unimportant. I most typically do this on consulting, so people reach out to me occasionally and say, hey, do you consult? Sometimes in the legal field, sometimes in the agency space. I typically charge between $200 and $1,000 for an hour to talk to me, but to be honest with you, most of the people I do it for, who are regular recurring people, are so fucking cool, I would do it for free. Don't tell them that though, but you know, they're actually really cool and respectful and humble. So part of the reason we do it the way we do is because that's how they, you know, are just cool and like to do it. So that is the one exception when I usually am okay with completely getting paid hourly. And I'll tell you, there's a second way, which is obviously when you have these regular monthly retainers, and it's especially useful when you do shit that is ongoing, that has repetition. So if you're doing Google AdWords, if you're doing, you know, some kind of like Facebook ads, or you're doing like, you know, some kind of design project that has ongoing updated needs, things like that, then obviously it makes sense to bill yourself out per monthly. I would say that's the most common way I do it. Part of the reason actually in our space, in the legal space, I would prefer to just use the Schwartz.
You have the ring, and I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
The problem with that is in some niches it's not so easy to do. Like in the legal space, getting paid a percentage is harder to do because lawyers have licensing and things like that, and there's certain agreements they're allowed to make. One of those is not to do revenue share on any deal unless there's another lawyer. So it just makes sense to charge yourself monthly. Now the third way I kind of hinted at is revenue share, and I'll tell you the best time to do revenue share is when you have a client who has a good sized customer list. You know you can get them a result using that customer list, and it can be relatively quickly and easily using that. And I'll tell you, it lends itself really well to information-y kind of businesses or expertise kind of businesses where the margins are high. Because like, for example, like, you know, if somebody sells a $30,000 roof, that's cool, but they probably might only keep $3,000. As or if somebody sells a $30,000 mastermind, they're going to keep most of that 30 grand, and ergo they're open to paying you a bigger percentage. So that is the situation when we use the revenue share. Now the 4th one people are not used to doing, but that is being paid for the asset. So we got a deal we're working out right now. It's with the top lawyer in Michigan. For those of you guys in Michigan, you'll know who that is. So-and-so wins. You know the guy, you've seen him on TV. So we're putting together a little side deal. It's not official or anything like that, but I want to do something cool for him, and we're just going to give it to him for free and do something amazing for him, and hopefully it works out. But obviously, you know, we take the risk on if it doesn't. And the big deal with it, what we want to do is do something like really amazing for that guy. Why? Because he's the perfect case study, because other lawyers look up to him, because we know the name recognition and all that stuff that'll bring. So in that case, we're working for the asset, which is the case study. So there's different reasons to use all 4. I would tell you, you know, the strategy, if you're going to talk to somebody and you're going to share expertise, you're often going to be paid hourly. That's just the way, at least it works out for me. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it. If you're going to do ongoing work, it makes sense to bill yourself monthly. If you're going to do, hey, I see an opportunity, I want to know if we can cash it, revenue share. And if you're thinking strategically and you're trying to get the door in certain relationships, then often you'll be working just for the marketing asset. So I hope that makes sense. Hope that's helpful to you guys. I'm going to go put the chickens back. And in the meantime, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.